Ghettoville is apparently producer Darren Cunningham's final album under the pseudonym Actress. It's a follow-up to 2012's massively acclaimed R.I.P. It arrives with a pretty gloomy statement by Cunningham attached. To give you some of the edited lowlights, the world has returned to a flattened state, and out through that window the birds look back into the cage they once inhabited. Zero satisfaction, no teeth. Pseudo-artists running rampant, but the path continues. R.I.P. Music 2014. There's a lot more where that came from. I can't work out whether it's all just a spectacularly florid way of saying I'm going to be recording under a different name from now on, or whether Cunningham really does feel like he's exhausted himself and that there's no future in music for him. If it's the latter, then I'm bound to say he's spectacularly wrong. Ghettoville is, if anything, an even bleaker collection than R.I.P., and that was an electronic concept album about death based on Milton's Paradise Lost. Nevertheless, it's an album packed with original ideas, steered by an entirely unique vision. There's no doubt that at its most abstract, as on Steelcore, it's a pretty challenging listen. But Cunningham, and a lot of people who write about him, have a tendency to make his music sound more pretentious and cerebral than it actually is. To qualify that, while I'm sure that a lot of thought went into the making of Ghettoville, and no one's ever going to get it mixed up with the oeuvre of Calvin Harris, it doesn't feel like a kind of arid intellectual exercise. There's something very straightforwardly enjoyable about a track like Rims, which sounds not just haunted, but sort of slinky. I found myself responding to the album in an emotional and instinctive way, not least because I'm an old raver and I kept noticing weird echoes of old dance genres flitting in and out of Cunningham's sound. There's a hint of old Chicago house on Birdcage, a bit of 80s freestyle on Image, while A Brief Don't is built around the kind of time-stretch vocal sample you used to get a lot of in drum and bass or garage. The way he treats these sounds means Ghettoville sounds simultaneously comfortingly familiar and weirdly chilling, which is a strange and I have to say very compelling combination to pull off. It's out on Monday.